Hey y'all, welcome back to a brand new episode of Give Since 92. Give you guys the latest on exclusive music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes. I'm here to do another inspirational quote of the day, and I'm going to talk about self-esteem. So let's get right into it. The quote is, "You are a unique, beautiful soul." Louis Hay. Now, Louis Hay, she is a motivational speaker. She's an author. So she's an inspirational person in terms of like encouraging people, uplifting people to, find their inner strength and realize their self worth and all that great stuff. Um, so as I interpret this quote that she said, I think that people as human beings, we do have a purpose, and self-esteem does go along the way with that. So you have to be able to channel your inner, uniqueness and being different and being beautiful. Now, in my perception of self-esteem, let's get right into it. Self-esteem, it plays a big role in our lives. It plays a big role in when we're a child, we're in our teenage years, and we're in adulthood. So self-esteem is something that we should build on. We should thrive for like positivity. How do we feel about ourselves? How do we see ourselves? Some people, they have self-esteem. They have had people to encourage them and to build them up in their character and to embrace who they are and being unique and being different. And also, with me, it has been a journey for me. It has been a process for me because I feel like being a person that is unique, and I know how it feels sometimes when you don't feel your best or you don't have your best days, but always remind yourself that you are who you are, period. And I think that even as time goes on, I look at how people who have inspired me, and I kind of have thrived off of that a little bit, but in a good way. But I have looked at myself in the mirror at times and be like, okay, yeah, I'm cool, I'm badass, and I'm all that the above, and I am Super Saiyan. So we just have to embrace those qualities and those personalities that we like about ourselves. And it's a process, it's a growing process to have self-esteem. Now, you have some people, fortunately, they have low self-esteem. They don't feel good about themselves because other people have told them some negative things, or they don't believe in themselves, or they don't think they're worthy. And sometimes for those people who have low self-esteem, they just don't see it for themselves. It's like, oh, okay, I can be a great person, I can be who I am, and then they compare themselves to everybody else, which that's why I think you shouldn't compare yourself to someone else, because you are a individual. You are who you're supposed to be, period. And sometimes it can be like a challenging, journey, because even for me, at times I didn't really get like the right, I would say just the basic skills for me to build my self-esteem. But I think what really pushed me to drive and determination was just stay with the consistency in terms of like, how do I feel about myself? What are my hobbies? What do I like? That also ties into self-esteem. You like different things. What are things that represent you? And I know art and music have represented me for a long time, because perfect example, I like to draw, I like to paint, I like listening to music. And then even the people that I do admire, I take that and I put into my own life, and I look at, okay, how can I build my character? How can I build my self-esteem? And there's nothing wrong with building yourself up, saying positive things about yourself, saying things that you like, that you love about yourself. And like I said, other people, it's good that other people compliment you as well. We need like positivity. There are people who have uplifted people, encouraged people, to it's like as human beings, because hey, we've been there. We haven't had like our good days a lot, and we have had our bad days, but there's something good that is keeping us floating, that's keeping us like perseverance and resilience. So I look at this as like, just a testimony that people can be great, and people just have to just set aside the BS, get away from the BS, get away from the noise, because like I said, you're going to have haters, you're going to have people that shade you, F them, because they don't matter. And I say this out of, like I said, I have to be tough, I got to put my foot down, because unfortunately, everybody is not going to be, they're not going to like you, and you don't let nobody break your spirit. That's the thing, because even as I watch myself grow and evolve as a human being, I've seen how people will try to break other people's spirits. They will try to put them down because whatever they're going on in their personal life, they'll take it out on them. It's not cool. It's pathetic. You need to chill out. Period. Also, I think that self-esteem also is like, you have to have the mindset you don't care what people think. Yeah, we can be sensitive a little bit. If somebody says something negative about you, okay, I'm not gonna fucking lie. Okay, there were times I want to cuss out a hating bleep, okay? So I'm trying not to curse on here, but you get the idea, you get the message, because I like to curse here and there. But what I'm saying is that you cannot allow those people to bring you down. So your self-esteem is also like some people who are ignorant, they feel threatened by it. They'll feel threatened by your confidence. It's maybe the way how you look, the way how you wear a hairstyle, the way you dress. You're able to like play an instrument. You're able to draw. You're able to write poetry. Anything that you have a gift and a talent. Some people are really low key jealous and insecure, and very like hating, whatever. But those people, they're miserable. They need to find some soul searching and find something that they like to do to keep them from hating on you, so stay on productive and be productive, so to keep from hating on you. And I've always have said that don't sweat it, don't sweat the BS. Always try to like stay positive. And sometimes, like I said, I'm a badass. I mean, it's like sometimes it's like you ain't gonna take no bleep. That's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. So I think that people just need to let people be, stay in your lane. And I'm not saying that to put you down, but I know how sometimes in life, there were times where I was overwhelmed. There were times where I had anxiety. Okay? There were times where a little bit, and then my self-esteem affected my self-esteem, and then how I felt about myself, I didn't feel good about myself because of somebody's ignorance or their perception of their negative perception on me. So I was like, now I'm just having this like, I'm gonna kill you, fatality, Mortal Kombat. Okay? But that's why some people, when you see people that, have their issues, it ain't got nothing to do with you. You just gotta move on and then keep pushing. And self-esteem, you should feel empowered. You should feel good about who you are as a person. You shouldn't be ashamed of who you are as a person, period. And I think it's so sad, like some people, they try to act like, they know so much about other people. And, like I said, I be, really, really be ready to like, okay, just want to turn to a Super Saiyan. But, yeah, but self-esteem should be a great beneficial. It should be a benefit to yourself. It should be something that years from now you carry on, and then you can inspire other people. And other people can look up to you, and they have had their, the same things that they have been going through, that you can connect with them. That's why I've always said, be around good people, connect with people that you can deal with. And like I said, if we grow to friendship, cool. And I think that for me, for example, I think people that I've connected with, like when I went to college, especially some of my college friends, I pretty much was around people that were like me. I mean, we had like different opinions and perspectives, but we did have like the same agenda, which was cool too. But I was able to connect with people that we were cool, we were doing things, we were like hanging out. For example, I love video games, I love art, I love to draw, I love to paint. I have friends that do that same thing too. So it's like, I like that even with my self-esteem, it started to grow because I was confident with myself and confident being around other people too, and vice versa. So it's like, it's something to think about. And I think that the more you feel good about yourself, and then stay away from toxic people or negative people that try to bring you down. You cut them out of your life. It could be family, it could be friends. You know, it's like you don't need that in your life. You need to. That's why I said in my last video, being alone is a great thing because it helps you build your self-esteem of being alone and having your own adventure and not caring about, the BS and caring about what people think. So I think even with this topic of self-esteem, um, is something that I've always wanted to speak on. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. It's just pretty much a short video, but hey, it's all good. So yeah, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Don't be afraid to like, share, comment, and subscribe below. Don't be afraid to hit that notification bell. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And as always, stay tuned on the next episode of Gift 692 Dragon Ball Z narrator reference. Peace. Bye bye.